Welcome back to my channel, guys. Do you know what? I'm glad I'm playing this song because this is really quite relevant to what I want to talk about today. Like, Meek Mill's, he actually talks a lot of sense. Cool with it. I'm in the news with it. You did it. Lose, nigga. Listen. They wanna see me fall, and I will never sell my soul. See before, dream chasing can know my goals. You don't need these hoes, getting money, me and all my woe. So what this video is about today, guys, there's two words that have been playing on my mind recently, and those words are success and judgment. Okay? So what is success? How do we measure success? What criteria do we need to be in to be successful? We live in a day and age now where you are rated solely on your success. So people measure this by what car you drive, where you live, what you do for a living, how much you spend in the club, what you wear. Some people measure that by, like, you know, where you've got to in life, like, you know, if you've had kids, things like that. So it's really quite a widespread, far-fetched idea because not everybody's idea of success is the same. This is where the second word comes in, judgment. Because everybody will feel the need to have an opinion on what everybody else is doing. You know, most of the time it should be, you know, oh, well done, that person's making movements. Yeah, good on them. But majority of the time what it is, oh, how did they get that? What are they doing with that? What's their next move? People are too watchy. People will always have an opinion on whether that person is successful or whether they perceive that person to be successful. And like I said, watchy people, particularly in ends. And we live in a society where everybody has to watch what everybody else has got. So people will, like, make a judgment based solely on materialistic things. So they'll think, okay, that person's up or that person's successful because they've got, like, I don't know, brand new plate, German whip, or they've got brand new Balenciagas. People will just pass a judgment and think that that person is successful. But let me tell you something, yeah? I know two guys, I will not bait them up because that's not nice. But I know two guys, yeah, that went halves on Louboutin trainers. They went halves on them, yeah? And they take turns in wearing them. Now, just really deep that. Really deep that. They couldn't afford to buy it, yeah? So they put money together so they can share the Louboutin, so they can go out and stunt and look like they've got money. Why, bruv? Who are you impressing? But this is what I mean about society that we're living in right now. And this is what's being passed down to the youth. Our sons, our nephews, our little brothers, like, this is what's passed on to them. It's madness. It's all about this image of success and portraying to people that you're up. That's what it's all about. So why do we need to live up to other people's expectations? Why do we feel the need to prove to other people that we're up? Social media. That's one of the reasons anyway. Social media is one of the reasons. Because when I was in school, when us 30-year-olds were in school, we weren't able to see how other people were living. We weren't able to see, like, oh, what? They're on holiday. They're going Bali. They're going Dubai. Do you know what I mean? Oh, they just bought a Rollie. Oh, they've got this new car. Like, we weren't able to see things like that. Now you go on Instagram. You see people start taking pictures with wads of money, wads of cash. It's all pushed in your face now. So we've got youth, we've got young people growing up thinking, right, we need to get that, we need to get it now. That's what I want. I want the new trainers. I gotta really think about it. Really deep it. That's what the young people saying, it, deep it. You gotta really deep it, yeah? Who are we measuring our success on? I'm sorry, I'm looking around, like, who are we actually measuring our success on? Because this is where we start really deeping. This is where we really start deeping, like, how people are watching and clocking each other. So when people start clocking what other people have done or what they've got, it creates envy, okay? Now envy, I swear to God, is the root of the majority of the violence, the gun and knife crime that we're seeing in London. It all stems from envy. People are out here competing with each other for what reason? Do you think I've got time? Do you know what it is? I know, you already know. You lot know that I really think I'm the shit in it. But I don't feel like there's anyone that I need to compete with. I'm happy for anyone that's in my life or anyone that I see that's making movements and is becoming successful. I'm happy. That's why I surround I surround myself with like-minded people, like-minded go-getters that aren't too watchy. Like, I need to stop. I need to stop because this is what I do. I get distracted. I had to pull it up. Listen. No, this song gasses me every time. Anyway, let's get back to what I was trying to say. So yeah, I just feel like everybody's just competing with each other. That's why I don't really rate guys. Honestly, I'll be real, I don't really rate guys, especially like London guys. Okay, let me not generalise, because there are guys out there that are just doing their thing and they're not trying to like compete with anybody. They're not trying to get no ratings from what they're doing. They're just doing them for their own success. Do you understand? So that's what I mean about success. For me, success comes from here, what's in your heart and what's in your brain. It's not about other people's perception of you, because other people will always have their opinion, but they don't know what you're doing, what movements you're making. I'm more than happy for people to be like, don't know what Michelle's doing, she's pretty, don't know what she's doing. I'm more than happy for you to think like that, because if people know what you're doing, that's when you need to start being like. So much roadmen in London, and don't get me wrong, like, I don't really mind if guys are on road. I just think as long as you've got your head screwed on and you know what you're doing, that's your business, isn't it? Everybody has their own path. Nobody can judge you. God is the only person that can judge you. So if you're on road doing you, that's your business, yeah? If you're doing a 9 to 5, that's your business. Nobody needs to be passing judgment on what you're doing because they're not in your life. In a day and age when we're just lazy. Our society is lazy. Like, if you look at our generations before us, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, they used to work hard, they used to grind and they used to get it in, yeah? Now, it's like, what's the quickest way I can make money? Let me do a bank scam. Oh, let me just rob that person. Do you know what I mean? People are lazy. This is how we are developing our society. So think about how it is now. Imagine what it's going to be like in like 20 years' time. We're creating generations of youth that don't value anything, don't value working hard, don't value like investing. They're just on this short-term thing. Like I think these kids just think they're just gonna live to 20 because nobody's thinking long-term. Everyone's on short-term. I'm sorry, what are you gonna do when you're 60 and you need a pension, bruh? What are you gonna do? You've got to really think about these things. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I know there's a couple of road guys that I know that are serious, that they invest. They're doing what they're doing because they have to do what they're doing. However, they're smart about it and they're building something, right? These aren't the ones that are watching what everybody else is doing, trust me. Born with a hustler mentality, that's good. Because you can have that hustler mentality in your 9 to 5 and you can do what you need to do on the side, and that's good. But if you're born with a lazy attitude or an envious attitude where you just need to you're just watching what everybody else has got and you're a sheep, bruv, because all you're doing is just following what other people are doing to try and get somewhere. Be inspirational to somebody. That's why I'm glad, yeah? As much as I will try and do whatever I can, because to me, money makes the world go round. I'll do what I can. But I am so glad I have a career and I have education. I really am. Because when you never know what could happen. Things fall apart, things fall off. But you know what? Your education don't go nowhere. That's why I harp on about it so much. My little brother gets sick and tired of me going on about it. So I always say to him, you ain't going nowhere without education. You're not. So it needs to start with us. That's what I believe. It needs to start from our generation, like over 30s and that. It needs to start from us. We need to be really kind of drilling it down to our younger siblings, our little cousins, our nephews, our kids, you know. We need to be getting it into their system to understand that you need to be working towards long-term goals. So, the moral is, don't be watchy-watchy, don't pass judgment on other people. Especially, this is what I mean, I can't stand people that, it's always the people that are judging are always the people that you don't, like, I don't even rate. Like, why are you judging and I can't even rate you? But anyway, don't pass judgment on people because you don't know people's circumstances. You don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. Some people like to keep things private, and I believe that's how it should be because, like I said, in this day and age, everybody's too watchy and too envious. So make your movements quietly. Don't scream about it, don't shout about it. Little word I just want to say, yeah, if you're on roads, guys, if you're on roads, that's cool, do you, but do it for yourself. Do what you're doing to build. Don't just do it to show face, okay, to stunt. Just don't do it, because where's stunting going to get you? It's not going to get you nowhere. It's not going to get you anywhere, and all you're getting is a few ratings from guys on ends. By the time you get to 30, when you get to this age, you realise ratings from people on ends don't mean shit. It ain't getting you nowhere in life. It's not making no money in your pocket. So it's not building. Ladies, we have a responsibility too, okay? So we need to be instilling in the youth of today. Now, it's not just in our younger boys, nephews, it's also in our little sisters, really. Yeah, because girls are also out here trying to trap, trying to do all this type of thing just so they can get a brand new 360 wig. Do you know what I mean? That lace front wig, that's what they're trying to get. They're trying to get them Hermes bags and all of that. But, like, we need to get it into everybody's minds. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. It doesn't matter if you're young. You know, you could be 12, you could be 18, you could be white, black, Asian. It doesn't really matter. We need to get people to understand what life is about. And like I said, it's what's in here and what's in here that matters the most. What you drive and how much you earn, yeah, that is your business, not anybody else's. Only God can judge you. All right? Stay tuned, people. Thank you for watching.